In the dim candlelight of his Cambridge study, Isaac Newton sat surrounded by open books, prisms, and half-finished calculations. Outside, the wind rattled the windows, but he did not notice. He hadn't slept in 2 days. His ink-stained fingers trembled as he scribbled numbers across a page, chasing something no one else could see, a hidden order beneath everything. For centuries, men had looked to the heavens and seen mystery. The stars moved, the planets wandered, and priests declared that God alone guided their paths. But Newton had begun to suspect something dangerous. Perhaps the universe wasn't ruled by divine whims, but by rules, invisible, eternal, mathematical. He picked up an apple from his desk, brown and soft from age. It had fallen from a tree weeks ago, but in that simple fall, he had glimpsed eternity. What if the same force that pulled this apple down also held the moon in its orbit? He had wondered. That thought had struck him like lightning, and from that moment, he was no longer the same man. Day after day, he locked himself away, living on bread and tea. He mixed alchemical solutions, ground lenses, and traced the curves of planetary motion. His fellow scholars thought him mad, but in the silence, he began to see it, the law that binds all things, from the dust under his feet to the distant stars. When he finally finished his masterpiece, Philosophiae Naturalis Principia Mathematica, he held it in trembling hands. It was not just a book, it was a key to the cosmos. With it, humanity could predict the movements of the heavens. The same equations that described the fall of an apple could describe the dance of planets around the sun. Heaven and earth were no longer separate realms. They were one. But even as the world celebrated his discovery, Newton felt no triumph. He had shown that the universe worked like a great clock, each gear turning according to precise laws. Yet deep inside, he asked himself, if all is law, what of the lawgiver? Late one night, he walked through the quiet halls of Trinity College. The sky above was clear, every star sharp and bright. He stayed upward, lost in thought. He had revealed the mechanism of creation, but the mystery of why remained untouched. Perhaps, he thought, God's true secret was not in the equations, but in the silence between them. As dawn broke, Newton sat by his window, gazing at the horizon. He whispered softly to himself, I do not know what I may appear to the world, but to myself I seem to have been only like a boy playing on the seashore, while the great ocean of truth lay all undiscovered before me. And with that, he closed his eyes, not in exhaustion, but in awe, knowing he had glimpsed the secret of the universe, yet realizing that the greatest mystery still waited beyond human reach.